Hey everyone, this video is a tutorial on how to use the Foodstork application on Facebook. This tutorial will walk you through how to create an event and how to sign up for meals. For more information and additional tutorials, come visit us at foodstork.com. Now before we actually create an event, I want to remind everybody that you need to enable your Foodstork email notifications. The reason is because if you don't, you won't be able to receive emails about any invites, swap requests, and reminders outside of this program. And if you don't, what we'll end up having to do is having to come back to the application and then go to your Foodstork inbox to see those requests. And unfortunately, if you're not coming back regularly, you may miss a need that you could feed. Okay, let's create a new event. What you'll need to do is go ahead and click on the Create New Event tab in the upper right hand corner, and you're taking it into a 4-step process that you see right here. The first step being selecting a recipient. Now there are 2 ways to choose a recipient. The first way, and the most easy way, is through your existing Facebook network. All you have to start doing is start typing a name, and when that person's headshot comes up, all you need to do is click. Now, if the person that you want to feed a need for is not on Facebook, all you need to do is invite them through email. Now, don't worry if they can't open up a Facebook account or don't want to open a Facebook account. That's okay, because then we have created the application to allow you to do and still have a meal coordination event without them coming on board. It's just a nice to do so they feel part of the whole program. Let's go ahead and select Stephanie and send a Foodstork application or invitation. Now with this invitation, you can add a personal message, and when you do, it will be sent, and then they have the ability to accept, deny, or ignore. Let's go ahead and send it. Well, let's go ahead and send it and go to the next page. After sending the initial recipient email, we go to step 2, which is the event info. This page provides some specific information that will help your participants to know what the event is all about. So we've created an event title, and the recipient is for Stephanie. Now if you use the email notification or the email invite, this section would be open and you could actually put in the person's name. This way people will know who specifically you're talking about. There are different event types, from celebrations to concern, gratitude. We'll use celebrations, and then right here you have a list. We'll change this to new mom. And then let's do a different start time. We'll go May to, we'll do May until May 30th. How's that? 2009. And then you can put a description, you can put a location, a street, a town, and then a coordinator phone number. Let's go ahead and go to the next page. Now in step 3, you get to customize a little bit more about the event that you're having. The first thing you can customize is a picture. You just need to upload a picture. It can't be more than 4 megabytes, and you want to make sure that you certify that you have the right to use it. So click here, upload the picture. And we went ahead and put, even though it's a pregnancy, we put somebody who's sick. There are different areas afterwards that you can fill in. Food restrictions, allergies, suggested meals, and suggested restaurants. All this information will help your participants know how best to serve a meal for your friend. Let's go ahead and click to next. Now we've come to the last step before finishing this event, and it's inviting participant. This is very important. There are a couple ways that you can invite friends both on Facebook and off Facebook. If you look at the right hand side, this section shows your current network. You can go through it manually by hitting next and previous, or typing in a name and then selecting the person. You can search, and then let's say Dan, and then we can search, and all of a sudden it will come up with everybody whose name has Dan in it. Secondly, if you have people who aren't on Facebook, you can put their emails in here, separated by commas, add them, and then you can add in a special invite. They still have to create a Facebook account, but then they can install the application. Just so you see, I went ahead and I invited one person I knew to participate as a friend or as a participant in this need. I typed his name in, I selected him, he pops over here, and I can add a personal message. It's optional. I can also remove him or anybody who I feel probably wasn't, shouldn't have been on the list. I can do that at any time. And then I can go ahead and send the invitation if I want to. That will go out. Okay, we're all done with step 4. Let's go and see what it looks like as a completed event. We're going to go ahead and hit finish. Okay, now we are at a completed event, and this is the page that shows all the information that you just put in. A couple of things to make you aware of on this page. One, if you have multiple events, you can use this drop-down bar to go to it. Secondly, you have the ability here to be able to upload photos and to post things to the wall, similar to what you can currently on your Facebook page. This allows the group to share things back and forth before, during, after an event. Next, there's a couple of reminders before we actually go and select a meal. First is you can go view the calendar through this tab or this tab. You can also go back and look at your invites as a coordinator by hitting here. If you want to invite somebody else to help co-coordinate with you, you can click here and invite them. If for some reason you need to cancel an event, go ahead and do that, and it'll let everybody know. If you need to edit an event for any reason, you can go and click this. And then if you want to send a message to all the participants who accepted to be a part of this event as a coordinator, you can do it here. Let's go ahead and go into the calendar. We are now at the calendar page. A couple things here before we get into the specifics. Just like before, if you want to switch calendars, you can use the drop-down bar. And as a coordinator, if you need to change the date or length, longer or shorter, you can do it here. All you have to do is make the changes in the calendar and then set the days. As you can see, all the available days are in pink, and the current day being selected is in blue. And you can tell where it is because it's right here in the middle. If you want to change a day, you just hit whatever the next day is, and that becomes the middle day. Now let's go down here a little bit, and you can take a look at what the calendar looks like. As a recipient, as a user, or a coordinator, you have the ability, well, really, as a coordinator, you have 3 options. You have the ability to say available, say there's none needed, or even submit yourself as the person. If you do, all you have to put in here is the what you're going to bring. Let's say we're going to bring tacos, and we can set it. Now, one feature that's not on here that will be that you'll see if you're not in here as me is that you can actually request to swap out with me. If you find somebody who has signed up that you would like to take their spot because of some reason, you hit the swap request, and an email will be sent to notify that person. If that person is willing to swap, then that space will be made available for you to take. Now, as a coordinator, as you can see, this whole calendar is filled with 3 available dates. If you need to limit because of already existing needs, or they don't need 3 times a day, all you need to do, keep in mind, if you're just a participant, you'll only have the ability to say your name or select your name or available. One last thing before we go is that we want to make sure you have the opportunity, if you can't be a part of it and physically deliver a meal, that we've given you options of buying gift certificates for both food and gifts for people who are in need. This was just an easy way to do that if you lived far away, or if you were thinking of them and wanted to also get them a gift. So 2 options for you in addition to or instead of delivering a meal. This basically ends the tutorial of creating a new event and signing up for a meal. Make sure again before we leave to enable your Foodstork email notifications. It's very important. I hope this was very helpful, and please visit us at foodstork.com to learn more about our application. Thank you.